too bad, does it, Kyle?
Not terribly bad, but any little bit's going to hurt him here. He gets a little high right there. He gets up in the loose stuff. The racetrack's kind of dirty up in there, and it just spins around him. You watch the car goes up and backs in with the left front first, and then kind of comes up. He's on the brakes, and the car's still trying to slide down the race car track. That's the bad part about Bristol. Things happen in front of you, and you're on the brakes. They're on the brakes, but nobody's stopping.
And look at all these cars. If he drifts down, but fortunately he stays there long enough.
There's Jimmy Foster. He crashed in practice before qualifying. Here's a replay of what happened. Foster was losing positions. We documented that. It looked like no help, just got sideways.
Just jumped out from under him coming up off the corner, and everybody begins to check up. And like we said before, 15.5, 16-second lap. The spotter doesn't have time to key the mic and say wreck. 3 seconds are gone, and you're on top of it. And that's the way it is, and here's the way it shows up.
Wow.
Take a look at another angle of the incident down in turn 1.
There we see someone bounced off the wall. That was a 77 car bounced off the wall. Joe Bessie, a lot of contact, heavy contact. There comes Patty Moise, the 14 car spinning through. Looks like Dale Jarrett up against the outside retaining wall.
ARCA driver in his 7th start in the NASCAR Busch Series. Here's the replay of what happened. Tony Stewart was right behind him along with Elton Sawyer.
Down in the corner, and
ooh, he gets hit before he ever gets to the corner.
I would think Blaze Alexander backed off to go in the corner a little bit sooner than Tony Stewart thought he would, and touched him in the rear. Wouldn't you think, Kyle?
Yeah, that's just, you know, there you see the contact right there before you ever get to the corner. And, you know, Blaze's car has already got some damage on it, so he's probably checking up a little bit, and Tony just runs in on him and just bumps him in the rear. And you see the car.
Here's the replay of what happened. The Speedwall went into turn 1.
He goes down the corner, turns in the corner, and all of a sudden there, the left front wheel just leaves. Bam.
And you can see where everyone else is slowing down at that point in time, his car seemed to accelerate as the left front wheel came off of it and snapped the brake lines. When he hits that brake pedal, there's nothing there. It goes.
Here's what happened to bring out our 7th caution of the race.
44, Tony Stewart, the shell car. 00 Buckshot. Here, Buckshot is going to try to get under him. He gets that nose. He starts under him. There makes some contact right there. Now, look at Buckshot on the apron of the racetrack, and the apron is only banked about 15 degrees. Not enough. He loses the back end as he tries to pass Tony Stewart. And I tell you, he's lucky he didn't hit the inside wall. Kyle, what do you see?
Yeah, it's the same thing. He gets in there. He's just the lane opens up, but he gets into him just a little bit, and they drive back down across the apron, just like you say. De-wedges the car. It gets loose coming up out of the corner, and it's just a little bit, just like his spotter said. You know, he'd been better off to let him go and get another run at him at another time.
That thing is wrong, obviously.
They're talking about the drive shaft of the rear gear on the car being broken. You ever see Mike Dillon and Mike Waltrip making that contact, and they just in unison spin down through the...
Joe Bessie was going real slow down the apron and almost got collected, didn't he?
Right along the channel lock car, Kevin LePage, as he comes off turn 4.
No problem. Got through cleanly.
Mike McLaughlin looks back on them as Michael Waltrip tries to go by on the outside. Can't quite make it, and there's where he and Dillon make the contact. There you see Best.
It's okay, but man, what a mess. All right, we'll show you what happened here.
Going down the corner, Buckshot Jones, 00. 3-car Dale Earnhardt Jr. 74 right there. There's something wrong with the 00 car. He has a flat tire or something, and it's caught the 74 car. Bill Weber?
Right front tire, Benny. Blew the right front tire.
Man, he goes down the corner, the right front tire is flat. It will not turn. He touched the 74 car, which fun him, and then just no place to go. Tony Stewart hits the back of the 00, gets run in the back of the 29, and look, that's Bobby Hillin that T-bones Jeff Purvis. So I'm glad